of its kind tool evaluates psychological risks, which it says ensures that no cry for help goes unheard. The company, MoodKnight, has already applied it to social networks so it can interdict with life-saving interventions to a person it detects is in need. The software automatically analyzes internet texts, posts, messages, and recordings, providing mental health organizations with warning of severe distress so they can act quickly. Arnie Drayman, a consultant for MoodKnight, told me that the program has already seen success in the Israeli website For Girls, but it is not limited to just adolescents.
MoodKnight was developed out of a website here in Israel called For Girls, the number 4, For Girls, which deals with adolescent teens that want to post and share information about themselves. This website's been around for about 15, 20 years already, and it was noticed quite reasonably over the last many years that there's been a sharp increase in the number of posts dealing with mental distress. And so the founder, Hava Doron Soferman, the founder of the site, decided to try to create a piece of software that could help detect these mental distress posts and be able to respond to them so that the girls who were posting would get a proper professional response.
What do you mean by detect if they have stress? I mean, just by someone's writing, you can detect something?
Yes. So the software, it's amazing that it uses 3 commonly known terms as artificial intelligence, machine learning, and natural language processing. It knows how to differentiate between someone who says, if I don't pass this biology test, I'm going to kill myself, and someone who says, hey, I'm all alone, nobody likes me, and it's just really, I'm getting to my ends here. And it knows which post is more serious than the other, and it knows how to refer the level of distress into high, medium, and low so that it can refer out to the authorities as necessary.
So this is a technological advance where not a person is monitoring the websites of people chatting, whatever, but it's an artificial intelligence looking at it?
It's some of each. The artificial intelligence software actually monitors the post. It's online in real time. It can be posts on social media platforms. It can be in text messages, in chat boxes, for example. It's all public information, people that are putting it out there. There's no privacy issues here. And what it can do is it sends these alerts as to high, medium, or low distress. And then that goes immediately to the website owner, the social media platform owner, and they have a team of psychologists, mental health professionals who can deal with it. It could be, for example, if it's a very low-level distress, somebody about to go into the army is worried about different issues, happening. So it might just be a peer-to-peer or a trained volunteer response. It could be, if it's a medium level, that it goes to a mental health professional, a social worker, psychologist, et cetera. If it's a high level, it would go immediately to the police or to the 105 helpline for assistance.
Is this something new, or has this existed and they sort of adapted it for girls?
This is brand new. MoodKnight has received 2 grants from the Israel Innovation Authority over the last 2 years to develop this product. The product is now live, running on 2 websites. One of them is the For Girls website. The other is Ask People. And it's astounding to see the number of posts. I mean, there's just thousands and thousands of posts every day that a human cannot keep up with the software, though with the information that's being there. So you need the software to help discern what's going on.
Now, is this something that's just for Israel, or is it also available in other languages abroad?
At the moment, it's only running live in Israel in Hebrew. It's already being marketed to the European Union. So English, French, and Spanish are next up. and it's an amazing invention to be able to save lives.
Can you give any examples of how this can actually be manifested?
Between
does it work? You have any results?
Yes. Can't go into any specific details.
No, of course not. But I mean, give us a scenario of how this could work.
Okay. A person posts online at 6:30 in the morning about something terrible coming up during the day. The notice goes immediately to a human if it's a high level of distress, and that human, it could be the owner of the website, the mental health professionals involved, immediately it's all done through privacy numbers so that we don't know the name of the person who posted it, but the website owner would know. And that website owner can then go into that user and call 105 or the police if necessary, if it's that immediate amount of a risk. And that happens.
Really? How long's this been in operation?
It's over the last about 6 to 8 months. It has been operating live. It's been in trial for 2 years already live.
Now, you talk about privacy issues. I mean, does this risk putting somebody with a sort of an asterisk on them every time they go online? They're going to be monitored because they once in the past was stressed out about something?
No, it's a per post monitoring, so that if 90 and in any case, most people, 99% of what they post won't even show up in the software because most of it is benign. It's only that occasional post that might be very serious that needs to be looked at.
This is amazing. I mean, it's something that could be used by the health authorities, by the health clinics, the Kupat Cholim.
Correct. There's no question that both public and private health services should be able to take advantage of it. It can not only help for immediate needs. Let's take the extreme of somebody who posts about committing suicide. And by the way, statistics show that something like 30% of people who commit suicide post online first.
Really?
So that it's known, But besides the extreme cases, let's go to the other side. Early detection of mental distress will lead to saving lives, lower the costs onto the health system, and make the people themselves, because they'll be treated, better contributing members of society.
Well, obviously, this is called MoodKnight for girls, but it's also for non-girls, right? For boys as well?
Yeah, Four Girls is the name of the company that owns the software. But MoodKnight is the product.
And it could be used for everybody.
It's not limited to adolescents by any means, not any particular gender. It works across the board.
Well, the bigger argument here is that should the society be monitoring its people? I mean, if this is something like maybe the government wants to get, let's watch all our people, make sure they wear seatbelts and make sure they're not distressed. Other people would be against that sort of paternalistic attitude.
So it's a good question, which, libertarians and others can take up for political reasons. In the meantime, we know that studies have shown what the conventional wisdom is telling us, that particularly the younger a person is, the more likely they are to post online information about themselves. They're likely to share situations online with strangers or people who they consider to be their friends, not with their parents, not with their teachers, not with their coaches, people who they would normally trust, but they just go out there. And we don't know what happens when they post online. Is anyone listening? Is there a response being made? And then possibly they get bad advice, and possibly in the worst cases they get bullied. Really? As in, sure, go ahead, commit suicide. Go ahead and jump. You're a pathetic thing anyway. Who needs you around? So we need to be out there where they are, and not just kind of hope that the situation will take care of itself. And it's not just for mental distress as, talking about suicide, but any related to addiction issues, to anybody with low self-esteem. All of these topics come up with certain keywords that are easily discerned by the artificial intelligence programming.
Mm-hmm.
And then the human factor comes in to review it to make sure that what's happening is real.
Arnie Draymond, a consultant for MoodKnight.